You are either going to love this or you're going to hate this. I don't know how I feel about it. Pokemon Go has just announced a new feature coming to the game called Super Mega Raids. I wish I was joking.
This feels like
Like, what's next? Super duper Mega Raids? Been waiting all day to say that joke.
very quick breaking news. Mega Dragonite has been released during Pokemon Go Tainan event, which means Mega Dragonite, I'm so excited about this, is going to be releasing during LA this weekend. This Pokemon set has a very cool Mega Dragonite in it that I've been searching for. And Mega Dragonite is one of my favorite Megas because Dragonite's one of my favorite Pokemon. So this is a cool release, and this is definitely going to get me to engage with the Super Mega Raids. So I'm going to assume Mega Dragonite probably in Super Mega Raids. Might not be. We'll have to see, but it's here.
If you're not super tapped into the Pokemon world right now, beyond Pokemon Go, I actually have some booster packs right here. You see this set? This is like the newest Pokemon card set. It's just not going to focus, is it? This is the newest Pokemon card set. It's called Ascended Heroes. On the packs, you can see that it's about like a bunch of mega Pokemon. And that's because this year, 10th year anniversary of Pokemon Go and 30th year anniversary of Pokemon, it's all about mega Pokemon across the entire franchise. Pokemon Go, main series games, and the Pokemon cards. So it's no surprise, and we've talked about this, that the mega Pokemon in Pokemon Go would be getting a lot of attention this year. Now, I think what myself and everybody else assumed when we said more attention were more mega Pokemon, more mega raids, maybe Mega Mewtwo finally. What I don't think any of us expected was a pretty much huge overhaul to the Mega Evolution system in Pokemon Go, which is what we're getting. It's not an overhaul, they're like adding to it with a new item, new resources, new requirements for raiding, technically, and a brand new level called Max. What is it called? The names are kind of ridiculous. Super Max. What is that? Oh my god, we have Max and now Super Max. Am I getting old or is this stupid? There's 3 big brand new things coming to Pokemon Go to the Mega Evolution system that are debuting technically today when you're watching this video at the tour in Los Angeles and Taiwan. The 3 big updates are Super Mega Raids, the new resource link charges, and the new Mega Level Super Max. And we'll start by talking about Super Mega Raids. I can't say this with a straight face. Who named this? Okay, so what are Super Mega Raids? Super Mega Raids are basically an excuse for Pokemon Go to charge extra money for something that has always been the same price. Mega Raids. So Mega Raids in Pokemon Go, we all know what they are. It's just another tier 5 raid boss, but it's a mega Pokemon instead of a legendary. You use a regular raid pass, you battle the Mega Raid, it gives you mega energy, it gives you extra resources, and then you get to encounter the Pokemon, right? So if you do a Mega Charizard raid, you encounter a Charizard, right? So like, that's the mega system. You use normal raid passes, like that's all it is. And might I add, we have had legendary and technically primal Pokemon come through this like existing mega system, right? Mega Latios and Latios are legendary mega Pokemon. They've been released through the normal legendary like mega raids, just normal mega raids. Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon were technically released in like primal raids, which are just reskinned mega raids. These have always worked the same. They have not required different resources, like same, right? Well, that's all kind of changing now with Super Mega Raids. Super Mega Raids are I mean, it's literally in the name. They're just Mega Raids, but super. And what that means is they are harder to defeat. Pokemon Go is recommending at least 7 other trainers who have at least 1 Mega Evolved Pokemon in their battle party. So I don't know if this is a requirement. So I you know, how like Dynamax Raid, you know, you have 4 people, whatever. Like, it's Pokemon Go's, we won't know what these look like until today when you're watching this, and I'll have a video up tomorrow doing these new Super Mega Raids, but we don't know. So this is going to require more people, so it's going to be much more difficult than a Mega Raid, and it might require you to have 1 active Mega Pokemon in your raid party in order for you to join a Super Mega Raid, and I think that's what's going to happen, and I'll talk about why in a second, because there's a specific detail in here that kind of like gives way to a lot here. Also, too, something interesting on the website, they say some Pokemon, like legendary Pokemon, may require more trainers to defeat. What they're saying when Pokemon Go says this is that legendary Pokemon that go through these Super Mega Raids, so that means future legendary Mega Pokemon, might be even harder for people to defeat. Which legendary Mega Pokemon are we all waiting for? Mega Mewtwo. So I think that they're hinting at Mega Mewtwo, and obviously, when Mega Mewtwo comes out, it will be this year. It will be through Super Mega Raids. And I think the reason why, not to tinfoil hat too hard, I think the reason why we haven't seen Mega Mewtwo come to Pokemon Go yet is because they were probably thinking like, how do we create the most amount of hype and probably make the most amount of money when Mega Mewtwo comes out, and they're going to do it through Super Mega Raids because they will be more expensive to raid. I'll talk about this. So how do Super Mega Raids differ from Mega Raids? Well, Super Mega Raids kind of have a very similar raid mechanic as Shadow Raids. So I'll read from the article. During Super Mega Raids, you may find that the opposing Mega Pokemon becomes enraged and puts up a shield, reducing the amount of damage it takes from normal attacks. You and your teammates will need to work together to take down its shield, but each trainer can take down only one shield. What? Once the opposing Pokemon becomes enraged and activates its shield, a Mega Evolved Pokemon from your battle party will be automatically sent into the battle if you do not have one already. Your Mega Pokemon's next attack will be powered up significantly, allowing you to break one of the opposing Pokemon's shields easily. After you and the other trainers have broken enough shields, the opposing Pokemon will return to its normal state. So this answers the previous things. You have to have a Mega Evolved Pokemon when battling up against this, and you have to use that to take down its shit. This is so silly. I promise I'm not going to complain this entire video, and I will talk about exactly how all this works, because you need to know, I need to know, because we're going to interact with this. This is so silly. It's just like adding layers of complexity to Pokemon Go to make more money. It's the whole shtick here. You need to have a Mega Evolved Pokemon to battle in a Super Mega Raid, because now magically there's 7 different shields that the Pokemon gets, and you can only take one shield down by yourself, so you have to have other people in there with other Mega Pokemon to take the shields down too. And once you take down the shields, the Mega Pokemon is no longer enraged. You know, kind of like how in Shadow Raids, where like you need to use I forget what the crystals are called. Remember how bugged that was? You would just use 3 of them and they wouldn't work. I wonder how similar this is going to be. I think they've done a better job about releasing features and it not being buggy. So I feel like they'll do fine with the release on this. It's just like, this is ridiculous. Also, it's important to note that Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Ditto that have transformed into Mega Evolved Pokemon are not able to break shields in Super Mega Raids. So you're going to have to use Mega Pokemon, like pure Mega Pokemon. So that's the big difference between Super Mega Raids and Mega Raids, is the fact, like, you know, we're talking about the in-raid dynamic, is the fact that like the Super Mega Raids have a shield system that require you and possibly up to 7 other people to have a Mega Pokemon in your raid party. You have to use the Mega Pokemon to break the shield, and then you can keep battling it down, kind of like how in a Shadow Raid, when a Shadow Pokemon becomes enraged and you need to like use those whatever crystal things are to like chill it out so you can actually do damage. So same system, just different. Now, how do you find Super Mega Raids? It's interesting because in the article that Pokemon Go put out about this, they essentially just advertised like a new feature that they're obviously trying to filter players to, rather than explaining how you can actually find it. Basically, they were like, how do you find Super Mega Raids? Here's how. We're gonna have a new web-based map that you can use. And what I assume this is, not to get too salesy, what I assume this is like Pokemon Go is essentially trying to filter players to the website, because on the website they have the web store. And if you don't know how that works, basically if you buy Pokecoins through Pokemon Go, whether it's on, you know, through the App Store or through Samsung, then Pokemon Go loses a huge percentage of that sale and it goes to Apple or it goes to Samsung. But if you buy Pokecoins through their web store, Pokemon Go retains, like, I think almost 100%, if not 100%. Maybe it's not 100%, but it's way more of that. They make way more money when you buy Pokecoins on the online store. So it seems like they're trying to use this to bring more players into the online ecosystem so that more players go to the online store so that they make more money when people buy Pokecoins, is what this seems like. Because this doesn't make any sense to be like, where can I find Super Mega Raids, and then not give the answer and just basically say like, we're gonna have a new web-based map that you can share with your friends to use the website. It's like, Keep everything in game. Why are we making this so complicated? The nice thing, though, I'll try to balance my criticism with the nice things, is that you know, they are advertising. I don't know what they're advertising here, but what was the community thing called? Campfire. The campfire feature in Pokemon Go is really, really nice, and it helps a ton with like coordinating with your local community, which I think is very, very important. And obviously with this feature, they're like almost requiring you to coordinate with your local community, because it's very hard to battle super mega raids all by yourself, right? So they're like trying, it seems like they're trying to help with that, which is great. It is interesting though that they said a new web-based map. They didn't say Campfire. Remember that Campfire is developed and possibly still owned by Niantic, and Niantic no longer owns Pokemon Go. Scopely owns Pokemon Go. So it seems like maybe Scopely's making their own version of Campfire that is like web-based, that again, I'm sure is attached to the web store. So Campfire might be going away, is what I'm reading from this. And they might be using this feature to push people to whatever the new version of Campfire is. I don't know, man, but where can you find super mega raids? They didn't say. They literally just said, use our new thing. So I don't know, to answer the question, I don't know if super mega raids are just going to be mega raids, or if it's going to be like a tier 6 raid now or a tier 7. You'll be able to see it on your map, and you can use Campfire and whatever this new web-based map is to find them in like your city. Oh man, I'm just gonna be ripping this update apart this entire video. It's just I'm just annoyed. All right, now how do you here's the thing. How do you get into mega raids and super mega raids? With a new kind of resource, which yes, you can purchase in the shop, called link charges. And this is what I was saying in the beginning of the video, where it's like this update feels like they're just trying to figure out how to charge people more for the same stuff. You know, feels like America these days. You know what I'm saying? So super mega raids, right? And mega raids now can require link charges. What are link charges? Link charges are a newly discovered energy source. Imagine that, we just found it. You can collect, this is just complex for the sake of complexity. You can collect link charges using the new link holder, which can only hold a certain amount of link charges at a time, because God forbid you can hold an infinite amount of premium resources so that you don't have to spend on it. You're gonna get your link holder automatically when you collect your first link charges, and it stays in your bag. Now, how do you collect link charges? By completing weekly challenges, which is very cool. Also opening gifts from friends and checking into select community meetups via Campfire. Okay, so they did talk about Campfire here. So you can earn link charges for free, right? Remember, Pokemon Go is a freemium game, which basically means you can do everything for free, but if you want to do more or do things faster, you have to buy it, right? It also says on the website, link charges will also be available to purchase from the in-game shop or the Pokemon Go web store. Of course. So the nice thing is that you can earn link charges for free, right? So you can earn them by doing the weekly challenges, which was a great new feature. I really enjoy that, but obviously that's like, you know, weekly, right? Opening gifts from friends, which you can open a bunch per day, and checking into meetups via Campfire. So you earn link charges by basically interacting with your friends and with the community. That's cool, that's fine. Now, here's how this works with super mega raids and mega raids. Starting this weekend, all mega raids, including super mega raids, can be entered using link charges. Now, if you're joining a mega raid or a super mega raid locally, which means you're standing on top of the gym, you can use either link charges or a premium battle pass to join the raid. Only if you're entering the raid in person, and you can choose when you go up to the raid which resource you want to use, which is nice. And they do say you'll get much better value by using link charges for in-person standard mega raids compared to premium battle passes. So that is nice if you do plan on doing a lot of in-person mega raids. Link charges could save you money, essentially. Here's the kicker though, and this is where they're gonna make all their money, is that if you're gonna do a super mega raid remotely, you have to use both a remote raid pass and link charges to join. But if you're gonna do a mega raid, just a normal mega raid remotely, it just requires a remote raid pass. But again, okay, so listen, here's the deal. Last year, I predicted that we would see a lot more in the Dynamax and Gigantamax feature because they made so much money during the Eternatus weekend, because all of us spent God knows how much money on remote raid passes and on max particle packs, because for Dynamax and Gigantamax raids, you need to join using a raid pass and max particles, right? This like made up resource that just makes us spend more money. So that's that feature. And I thought we would see more of that there. But instead, they took that same concept and have now applied it to mega raids, to where if you want to do remote raids, which a lot of us do, remote raids for the super mega raids, which we're going to all want to do because it's going to be Pokemon like Mega Mewtwo, you'll not only need to use a remote raid pass, but you have to pay for a second resource, which are link charges. So super mega raids remotely are now going to be very expensive, just like Gigantamax raids remotely. So you can fully expect a mega raid, super mega raid weekend where I'm sure it's going to be Mega Mewtwo, and all of us are going to spend $1 million a person on remote raid passes and link charges. So that's how that system works. So again, pros and cons, right? Pros is that if you do a lot of mega raids in person, the link charges will save you money on raid passes. The cons are if you want to do super mega raids remotely, it's going to cost way more than just doing regular raids. Probably way more. We don't know exactly how expensive the link charges are going to be, but I can't imagine they're like super cheap. And the crazy thing is that there will be a reason to do more mega raids, which I'm kind of for. I'll talk about that. First, though, let's talk about super mega raids happening during the Kalos tour. So that's happening first this weekend in Los Angeles and Taiwan, second next weekend in the global. Super mega raids are basically getting some boosted bonuses to celebrate their launch, and those include increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon from super mega raids. Mega raids, I think, have about a 1 in 64 shiny chance, so we don't really know what increased chances mean. It could mean 1 in 32, 1 in 10, 1 in 20, we'll have to see. Also, Pokemon caught from super mega raids will be more likely to have high attack, defense, and HP. So this means that the IV floor on super mega raids will be higher than mega raids. Remember that the mega raid IV floor, I think, is 10, 10, 10, right? So we might see the same IV potential as what is it? Maybe as Lucky Trade. So maybe it's 12, 12, 12. So theoretically, if I remember the YouTube video that I just uploaded, if the odds are in fact 12, 12, 12 on the IVs out of super mega raids, we might have some really good Shundo chances if the increased chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon, if that is high. Like, so all that to say, basically, it might be worth, depending on who you are, right? Is that if you're going to do a lot of super mega raids over the Kalos Tour weekend, you'll probably get quite a bit from it. And remember how you need to have a mega Pokemon to go into the super mega raids? Well, kind of like with the Dynamax system, where Pokemon Go will just give you a free Dynamax Pokemon so that you can do Dynamax raids. Same thing's happening with the super mega raids. Basically, everyone's going to get an encounter with a Beedrill via a new introduction to Mega Evolution that they can Mega Evolve. So basically, you're just going to get a free Beedrill encounter somehow, and it's going to be Mega Evolvable so that you can have a Mega Pokemon to go into and use against the new super mega raids. And I'm going to assume that the new Mega Pokemon, Mega Victreebel and Mega Malmar, will be super mega raids, which is funny because I don't think either of them are very meta. I mean, they're not meta relevant, but they're not great. So unless they're releasing Mega Mewtwo this weekend, I feel like Mega Victreebel and Mega Malmar will probably be in super mega raids. Also, during the Pokemon Go Tour Kalos, you'll be able to get more link charges. So basically, they're launching this new feature and they're just giving everybody a bunch of boosted and some kind of free stuff so that we can all interact with and use the feature, so we can see if we like it or not, if it's worth actually spending money on. So I like this. This is good. So during the Kalos Tour, you're going to get extra link charges throughout the event. If you bought the ticket to Tainan or Los Angeles, you're going to get link charges as part of the free Go Pass available during the event. And during the global event, you can check into a community meetup via Campfire once per day on February 28th and March 1st to collect link charges on each day. Plus, you'll receive some link charges as part of the free Go Pass as well, and a significant amount in the upgraded Go Pass Deluxe. So if you check into Campfire meetups, you're going to get some free link passes, and if you complete the Go Pass Road to Kalos, you're going to get some free link passes. So that's great. Also happening too, the weekly challenge during the week of the Global Go Tour event will be raid focused and will be awarding more link charges than normal. Also, for the duration of the Go Pass Road to Kalos, you'll be able to exceed the normal link charge storage limit if you get the link charges from weekly challenges. I don't know if we know what the link charge maximum storage limit is, but you will be able to surpass that. So basically, like, okay, moral of the story is during this Go Tour week and like, you know, this weekend into next week and next weekend, just like collect as many of the link charges as you can, because you can hold a lot more. All right, now, the Mega Pokemon in Pokemon Go is kind of an interesting thing, because when they released the feature, they kind of butchered it. Like the Mega Pokemon feature sucked. Like it wasn't worth using. Like it was very unfun. Like it was not a good launch. But then Pokemon Go, after some time, revamped the Mega Pokemon system, and it became quite possibly the most useful thing in the entire game, and it's very, very good, right? It maybe isn't the most fun thing ever, because you're just kind of doing raids and you catch normal Pokemon, and then when you Mega Evolve them, they're like only so useful. So it's like not the most interactive or fun feature, but it is very cool. It's something to do, and it has huge benefits in Pokemon Go. You know, leveling up your Mega Pokemon to max level. I always talk about that. Very, very good strategy. Now we're gonna have a new level called Super Max Level Mega. So you've got Max Level Mega and then Super Max. Now, I do like this because they're adding layers, you know, they're adding like more to do on top of the Mega Evolution system. So, you know, if you're like me and you have 10,000 Mega Energy for certain Pokemon, this gives you something to do. This feels like kind of like an end game thing. So I like that. Like this is a cool, like I think this is a good addition, right? I don't think link charges and Super Mega Raids, I don't really like those. The Super Max level, though, I vibe with. Here's what this is. So Super Max level is exactly what it seems like. It's the next level. So once you get your Pokemon to max level Mega, you now can upgrade it to Super Max. To do that, though, you're going to have to use Mega Energy, and I'll explain how that works. But basically, the bonuses are the same. Like, you know, you have like a higher CP of the Pokemon when Mega evolved, higher Candy Catch XP and Candy XL chance when catching Pokemon of the same typing. And the other bonus that you get of a Super Max level Pokemon is the Pokemon's rest period before it can Mega Evolve again without energy decreases to 24 hours, which means you can Mega Evolve something and then 24 hours later, you can Mega Evolve it again for free. So same bonuses. We're not getting any new bonuses or any new features with the Super Max level. It's basically just like better, you know? So like max level Mega Pokemon are very helpful, don't get me wrong. So Super Max level Pokemon are gonna be super helpful. Get it? So that's cool. But there's like nothing like new though, you know, which I think would have been like fun, but all right. Okay, how do you get a Pokemon at Super Max level? You basically just use, Mega Energy. There's a screenshot that they gave for us that's like kind of an example, as you can see. So you got Victory Bell's Mega level. Use Mega Energy to reach a higher Mega level. As you can see, max level to Super Max level looks like it costs 5,000 Mega Energy, I think that is, and like above is how much Mega Energy you have. So this might be what it is. No confirmation, we just have the screenshot, but it looks like 5,000 Mega Energy, you know, and maybe Mega Evolving your Pokemon every day for a certain amount of days. I'm sure that will be part of it, is what you can use to get to Super Max level. So essentially, to get to Super Max level, like this gives you a reason to do more Mega Raids and get more Mega Energy, because you actually need the Mega Energy to power it up, not just to Mega Evolve it, which is cool. It gives more functionality to Mega Energy, which is great. The interesting thing, though, about Super Max level Mega Pokemon is that it says, we're still learning about this newly discovered Mega level, including which Mega Evolved Pokemon can reach it. In the future, we expect this ability will be discovered in more and more Pokemon. Will your favorite Mega Evolved Pokemon be next? So what that means is when this feature launches, not every Pokemon will have access to the Super Max level. So if you have a Pokemon with 10,000 extra Mega Energy, which I have plenty of those, you can't just get Super Max level on those Pokemon. You're gonna have to wait until they come around. And what I'm worried about, to be honest with you, which would be very annoying, and it would just be like a FOMO strategy, so this might be what happens. I hope it's not. This is me speculating. What I hope doesn't happen is, you know, kind of like how Meltan, that like, or Smeargle, those Pokemon can't be shiny normally until there's an event that happens, and then the shiny is available, and it's a mad rush to get the shiny before they go away in like 3 days. My fear is that this whole super max level thing is going to be used for that, to where basically like, hey, you want to get a super max level Charizard? Well, you better be logged in and playing when we allow you to for 3 days, because then it's going away forever or for another year. That's what I'm worried about. I hope it's not going to be that. I hope it's going to be like Dynamax Pokemon, where they just turn it on and then that Pokemon has Dynamax forever. So we'll see. We'll see. This is like unconfirmed, but I guess we'll see. But for now, though, no Pokemon can reach super max level. The only ones I assume will be the new ones, Victory Bell and Malamar, and maybe we'll see if there's more. There's also a section that says future updates. In the future, you'll be able to use Mega Energy to quickly increase your Pokemon's Mega level for all levels. The amount of Mega Energy required to level up will depend on how many times you've Mega Evolved that Pokemon. The more times you've Mega Evolved, the less Mega Energy it will cost. So this is kind of cool. Basically, again, you can pay in these freemium games. You can pay to speed up progress, right? So think about this as that, right? You can't use Pokecoins to level up your Pokemon's max level faster. But what you can do is spend Pokecoins on raid passes, use those raid passes to take out raids, and then use the Mega Energy from those raids to speed up the progress, right? So you can kind of pay to win in the Mega level feature now, which is, good for some. But listen, if you don't want to pay to win here, don't feel discouraged, because you don't need to. I don't think they're changing the way that this works. So you just need to keep Mega evolving your Pokemon every single day. I do it every day too, and I do it with Pokemon that I have 0 Mega Energy for, and I just wait until I can Mega Evolve them for free, and I just Mega Evolve them again. Also, of course, you can walk Pokemon and earn Mega Energy that way. Like, this doesn't need to be a pay to win feature if you don't want it to be, right? So like, that's, I think, like the nice thing is that there are options to like still go about this in like not a super expensive way. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so Mega Victory Bell and Mega Malamar during Pokemon Go Tour Kalos will be able to get to super max level. So as soon as they debut, so that is happening. Also, speaking of Go Tour Kalos, we have a little bit of news for that. During the tour, you're going to be able to pick between 2 paths. This kind of always happens during the tour events. You can choose the X version or the Y version, and whichever one you choose is going to determine some of your rewards and bonuses. And if you complete your special research during the event, you're going to get an encounter with a Xerneas with a special background inspired by Pokemon X, or a Yveltal with the background inspired by Pokemon Y, depending on the path that you choose. Personally, I'm definitely going to choose Y, because Yveltal is a useful Pokemon. It looks very cool, good shiny. Not the biggest Xerneas guy. Also, if you choose the X version path, you're going to get the Xerneas with the background, and you're going to get the chance to receive event-themed field research that gives you encounters with unknown X that can be shiny. If you choose the Y version path, you'll get the Yveltal with the background, and then chances to get field research tasks that give you encounters with unknown Y that can be shiny. So it's important to know that if you're doing this event and you choose one of these 2 paths, if you need unknown X or Y, that also might, sway which one you choose. So I don't mean to be like a negative Nancy and like rip into this like new feature too much, because like we all like new features and like new ways to play the game. This just, I don't know, this just feels a little silly, and it's just like, I know what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is year 10. All right, we've been through the ringer once before. And super, like, if you're gonna bring a new feature out, you gotta make the name cooler. Super Mega Raids, Super Mega Raid. Again, Super Duper Mega Raids. Can't wait for those. Like, so that's what's happening. And this will change Pokemon Go forever. I hope you're ready. Luckily, though, you don't need to interact with this feature if you don't want to, but it'll be pretty fun if you do. See you in the next video where we do actually play with this feature in this event. So I guess we'll see if it's fun or not. I'll see you in the video.